Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing tonight? We're super excited to be here. I'm here with one of the founders, with Travis Martin right here.
Hello, everybody.
And we're super excited, guys, because this is the first training that we have for trainers and trainers. Are you excited?
Everyone's been asking about it. Everyone's like, when is the training tonight? I mean, the constant emails I'm getting battered with and text messages. Tonight's the night.
Tonight is the night, guys. Tonight is the night. And I want to go ahead and hear it too, also from this wonderful guest that we have tonight. You want to go ahead and introduce this wonderful person that we have today?
Sure, man. I got to tell you something. They always say birds of a feather. When I first met Marty and we all hung out in Park City at our grand, at our launch, man, he was just one of the guys. Like, he was one of us, and it was a perfect fit. And we knew exactly, he was exactly what we're looking for. And I couldn't be more happy to bring somebody as much experience as Marty has. I mean, I don't want to just like name drop, but I'm going to name drop, like Trump Network and, a slew of other companies that have made millions in just weekends and hundreds of millions in their first year of business. And we've got him. We've got him here sharing what he knows and training our influencers on really how to make money through this amazing training system we're about to hear about.
And now he's in against the odds to go ahead and make it happen.
That's right.
So super excited for that. So Marty, welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. We are live. We're excited. I see all the people right now on the chats getting excited. So let's go. Let's get it. The floor is yours, my friend.
All right. Well, hey, thank you, guys. I'm so fired up, man. I wish I could stand up, but you wouldn't want to see what you'd see if I stood up. I think I'm in gym shorts or something underneath here. But yeah, no, guys, I couldn't be more excited than to be working with you two and Dan and everybody on the team, just like Travis was saying. It's very seldom that it seems like all the stars in the heavens align just perfectly, for what was meant to be. It's not like, sometimes you're successful because of determination, but sometimes you're successful just because it's destiny, right? And I feel like that although we're determined, right, to be successful at this, I also feel even more so like it's our destiny. Everybody that's on this Zoom tonight, this was meant to be. It's not a coincidence that you're here. It's not a coincidence I'm here. It's not a coincidence these guys are here. So, boy, I tell you what, I could not be more excited. All right, you want me to jump right into the training?
You go for it, my friend. The floor is yours.
Okay. Good deal. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen real quick. And I said that. Let me make sure you guys can see. Can you guys see my deck yet?
Yep. Yes, we can.
Okay. Well, what I want to do is, before I even get started, you guys may have heard me say when we were in Park City that a very, very wise man once told me in a big monster boardroom. He has blonde hair that sweeps over on the side like that, and he's about 6'5", and his wingspan is literally about 10 foot. Not literally, but it seems like it. He said, when we find a way to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time through the path of least resistance, we will discover the difference between just another opportunity and true success. I'm going to say it one more time so that you can catch it. Write it down. It's worth it. You're going to want to think about this, meditate on this, keep it beside your bed, dance to it, do whatever. Make a song up. When you can find a way to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time through the path of least resistance, you'll discover the difference between just another opportunity and true success. And guys, that's what we have found here with Against All Odds. At least I believe it with all my heart. I wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. So I want to jump right into why I believe the very statement that I just now shared with you. I'll tell you a story later, but what you want to do is, in addition to joining the company as an influencer, you actually want to become a qualified influencer. So you can join the company either for free or for $50 as just an influencer, or you can join the company for $397 one time and become a qualified influencer. And what that gets you, it's not just your product, it's not just the NFT, but you get trained by a certified trainer. And those of you that are trainers, you're going to love this because you get paid to train, even your cross line. And hey, hang on, don't go anywhere. You're going to love it. So watch how it works. Before I get into the training, though, I want to show you that from the very beginning, when you personally enroll a new qualified associate, what happens, how you get paid, how you get promoted to the different levels, and then what happens when your team gets trained either by you or by any trainer, quite frankly. So first of all, when you first become a qualified influencer, every single time you personally sponsor a new qualified influencer, you're going to earn $75, $75, $75, $75. But if you qualify for the fast start, what that means is if you personally sponsor 3 qualified influencers in your first 30 days, it's retroactive. Every single person that you personally sponsor, every qualified influencer that you personally sponsor, within your first 30 days, you're making 150, 150, 150, 150 instead of the 75. So it's like doubling up, right? Now, once your first 30 days is over, it goes back to $75 fast starts. So again, as a qualified influencer, that means you paid your $397, you got your product with it, you got your NFT with it, you got trained by a certified trainer. Now, every single time, and you don't have to wait till you're trained in order to take advantage of this. I'm just saying that's included in the package, all right? But every time you personally sponsor a new qualified influencer, you're going to make either $75 or $150 within your first 30 days if you get 3, and then it goes to 75 from that point forward. Now, it doesn't stop there. You might hear that a couple of times tonight. So, and if any of you know what a coded bonus is, I've been part of building 3 companies to over $1 billion in under 5 years. And every single time it was with a similar compensation plan to what you're about to see. Yes, it was a coded bonus. Okay. So here's how it works. Look over on, I guess it's on your left side of the screen. Imagine that's you, that good looking brunette with the black shirt on, right underneath fast start bonus. So the way that it works is this: as that qualified influencer, right? As I said, you're going to earn those fast start bonuses on all your personally sponsors. But once you've personally sponsored 3 qualified influencers and you have a total of 12 qualified influencers anywhere on your team. Now, if you want to work, which I would, right? If you want to be in alignment with the force matrix, it's 3 who get 3, 3 who get 3, 3 who get 3, who get 3, who get 3. That's the model. That's the building block. That's what I would recommend that you do, because you're actually double dipping. You're making money on both comp plans at the same time in perfect alignment. So if you do one this way, the other one's going to fall in place perfectly. So once you have personally sponsored 3 qualified influencers, have a total of 12 qualified influencers on that team anywhere. It doesn't have to be 3 by 3. You could sponsor all 12, right? But any way that they come in, and as long as you have what's called one area trainer, you get promoted to what we call an area influencer. And now it gets fun. As an area influencer, you get an extra $50 leadership bonus. Here's the way it works. As an area influencer, every single time you personally sponsor a new qualified influencer, you're going to make 125, 125, 125, 125. Doesn't matter how long. It can be a year later, you're still making 125s every time you personally sponsor a qualified influencer. But it does not stop there. Every single qualified influencer that comes into your area influencer organization, you're making $50, $50, $50, $50, $50 to unlimited levels. Let me give you an illustration. Let's say you're an area influencer and you personally sponsor me. You're going to make $125. But what if I went out and I was to recruit a hitter like Travis or JC, okay? And I personally sponsor them. You're going to make another $50 leadership bonus. And what if they bring in 10 people on their team? You just made 500. If those 10 bring in 10, you made 5,000. If they do it again, you made 50,000. Guess what? There's no limit. There's no level. It doesn't stop. There's no balancing left side, right side. There's no perfect structure. Anywhere they come in, you're making $50, $50, $50, $50. Now, it doesn't stop there. Once you meet a few simple requirements, which I'm going to share in a moment, you become a regional influencer, you get another $50 bonus. So now, as a regional influencer, every time you personally sponsor a new qualified influencer, now you make 175, 175, 175. But again, you're going to get tired of this. Don't hit end or don't leave the meeting. It doesn't stop there. You see, every single person that joins your organization now, you're earning $100, $100, $100, $100 to unlimited levels. It works the same exact way as what I just described with area influencer. But again, it doesn't stop. Once you become a national influencer, every time you personally sponsor a new qualified influencer, you're making 225, 225, 225. And again, anyone who comes into that organization, you're making 150, 150, 150, 150, 150. Same way with international, it's just more money, okay? And so you can see the dollar signs, guys. What I want to do is explain this in a little bit more detail, and then we're going to jump into a couple more things. So let's say that you were a national influencer, and that's when you personally sponsored me. You're going to make $225, right? But if I go out and I get with it, man, I'm a go-getter, I'm fired up, you know, I can't sleep at night. I go out and I sponsor 10 people. You're going to make 150. If they sponsor 10, you're going to make 1,500, and then 15,000, 150,000. But at the same time that you're collecting these 175, 175, 175, and these 150s, 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 you're also still collecting the 100s, the 100s. You're also still collecting the 50s. You see, you're getting paid your international bonuses in addition to and on top of the 150s, the 100s, and the 50s, all at the same time. Guys, it's just ridiculous. I'm going to show you some examples here in a minute. So if you've ever, you know, a good friend of mine, Steve Smith, used to make a couple $1 million a month. Yeah, I didn't misstate that. A couple $1 million a month on a leadership bonus like this with a whole lot less compensation. In other words, it was a lot less money in the plan. And he used to say, if you've never made $1 million, you ought to try it. It's a whole lot of fun. And guys, I got to tell you, you're going to just be absolutely blown away how this works. It's not complicated. In addition to those leadership bonuses, you also get paid matching bonuses. So once you become a regional influencer, which I'm going to share that with you in just a moment, you start earning 20% matching bonuses on all of the qualified influencers that you personally sponsored. So let's say that all you ever became was a regional influencer, and Travis is an international influencer, and JC's a national influencer, and Tony's a regional influencer, and Dan's an area influencer, and you personally sponsored all of us. And we pass you up in the comp plan. You're still earning a 20% match of all those bonuses that I just now showed you. Guys, I used to earn anywhere between $20,000 to $60,000 a month just from one person. And I only got it on 3 people, but one person would make me enough to live on. Okay. And we only got paid on 3. I can't fathom the thought of getting paid a matching bonus on all of your personally sponsored qualified influencers. Okay. So how do you get promoted to the first rank? Well, it's not difficult, guys. Again, I've already said it's 3 who get 3. So you're going to personally sponsor 3 qualified influencers. That means that they bought in at the $397. Okay. That includes their product, it includes their NFT, and they get trained by a certified trainer. Somebody who has actually made millions of dollars typically in this industry, okay? Who really understands, you know, what not to do as much as what to do. And, you know, we won't go through the training tonight, but the second thing you got to do is once you personally sponsor those 3, you have to have a total of 12. Now, it looks perfect on your screen, but let me give you an example. Let's say that the first person you ever sponsored, if they went out and put 9 more people in the business straight down, if you have one area trainer, which can be yourself, you just now got promoted to area influencer. So if you were to sponsor myself, Travis, and JC, you're just a qualified influencer. You personally sponsor each of us. We're qualified influencers. We paid our $397. Okay. Any of us or all of us combined have 12 more qualified influencers in your group, and you have one area trainer. It could be any of us, it could be any of the total 12, or it could be yourself. When you do that, you get promoted to an area influencer, and now you start making those leadership bonuses. Okay? So I highly recommend you become an area trainer in addition to qualified influencer. We'll get to that in a second. All right. So once you're an area influencer, you want to get promoted to regional influencer. It's about speed. It's about momentum. So how do you do that? Well, it's pretty simple. It's a building block. You're going to do the same thing you just now did. You're going to personally sponsor 3 new qualified influencers in your area influencer code. And then you're going to develop 7 other area influencers in that area influencer code. It can be anywhere. It doesn't matter if they're on your 15th level, your 50th level, all front line to you. It doesn't matter. As long as you do that, you get promoted to regional influencer, where now you're picking up those bigger bonuses. Okay. So how do you get promoted to national? Same thing, again and again and again. You're just going to put the bricks in place, one foot before the other, connect the dots, follow the bouncing ball, walk the yellow brick road. It's not complicated. You're going to learn that first building block of how you become an area, and then you're just going to teach someone else how to become an area. And then once they become areas, you're going to teach them how to become regional. It's the same exact building block. So as a regional influencer, now you're going to personally sponsor 3 new qualified influencers, and you're going to develop 7 regional influencers in your regional influencer code in that business. And now you get promoted to national, where you pick up the 225 and 150s. Okay, last one, but not the least. Once you become a national influencer, you're going to do it all over again. Personally sponsor 3 new qualified influencers in that national team. They're personally sponsored by you, and you're going to develop less this time. You're going to develop 5 national influencers in your national influencer code, and that promotes you to international influencer. Now, just remember, once you become international, you're not just making, the 175 leadership bonuses. You're making that in addition to everything else at the same time, because you're going to have some people in your area influencer code. You're going to have some people in your regional influencer code, some in your national and some in your international. Okay. And so you're getting paid all of that at the same time. So I highly recommend that you don't just get qualified as an influencer, but you also get trained to be a qualified area trainer. And I'm going to show you why. Okay. Really high level, but, and I know there's a lot of numbers. I'm going to show you examples. So don't worry. You won't be confused here in the next 5 minutes. It'll make perfect sense to you. So as every influencer, every qualified influencer that comes into the company, they get training from an area trainer. So if you become an area trainer, it's an additional $299, okay? And you get trained to be an area trainer also, so that now as an area trainer, you can train qualified influencers, even if they're not on your team, even if they're not in your downline. Can you imagine doing an opportunity meeting and there's 100 people in the room and people enroll and so on and so forth, and then you conduct an influencer training and you get paid $40 times 100 people. That's $4,000, right? Or even if it's 10, it's an extra $400. So every single person that an area trainer trains, or every qualified influencer, that an area trainer trains, you're making $40, even if it's in your cross line. Now, there's a lot of other numbers here. I'm going to come back to those here in just a moment. I don't even want to talk about them just yet, because I want you to see the actual numbers, what it looks like. It's too much for you to believe. I know, well, unless you have a lot bigger mind than I do. I believe it because I've experienced it, okay? But if you've never experienced it, it is a hard pill to swallow, because it's just too much, man. It's too good. But if you never got promoted past an area influencer, if that's all you ever did was got 3 who got 3, and that's it, and you duplicated that in your forced matrix through 10 levels, just on a $50 bonus. Do you see that? That 10th level that's accumulated below that. You would have made, if all you did was 3 by 3 by 3, you didn't do 5 by 5 or 6 by 6 or 10 by 10 or anything else. And this is only if they just have one auto ship. It can be themselves. You would have made 4.4 million total in those 10 months. Now, I know it doesn't work like that, right? You may go get 10 in order to get 3, and that 3, they may have to go get 30 in order to get 9. I get it. I get it. But just a mathematical equation, we know that 2 plus 2 is always 4. It's not ever 5 or 3. It's always 4. Math doesn't lie. And guys, this doesn't lie. It really does pay you that way. Now, while you're building that upfront immediate income, you're also building your monthly residual. Now, I'm not even calculating the monthly residual. I said the lowest number possible, $1. That's the least amount that you get paid in residual. But I just said, hey, what if it was just all, it doesn't matter. What if the entire matrix only paid $1 a month? It's still sick residual, right? Look at the training bonus over there. You've never been promoted more than an area influencer. And even if you never train a single person in your downline or anyone else's downline, because you became an area influencer and you're an area trainer, everybody in your organization that is getting trained, you're getting a training bonus to unlimited levels. So you made another 2.2 million on training, and you've never trained anybody. Now, if you trained them, you got an additional $40 on everybody you trained. And guys, this is just the first rank. Think about that. If all you ever did was built out the Force Matrix with qualified influencers, you'd make over $3 million, $315,000 a month from the Force Matrix. Multiply that times 12. I can't do that very well, but I can do 10. It's 3.5 million, right? Plus another 7. So I guess I could do that. Another 7, what is that? 4 million, right? So if you built out a Force Matrix and all you did was make it qualified influencers rather than just a $50 influencer, you're going to make double the money plus another $2 million. And you never even promoted beyond an area influencer. It's, guys, look, this is super small, super simple. We're saying that there's only one customer, which is actually the influencer. We're saying you only got 3. You didn't duplicate these huge, stupid numbers. But if you did become a regional influencer and you did the same thing, look at those numbers, because now it's a $100 bonus. Yeah, doubles those, right? Pretty sick. You make as much money on your training bonus as you do on the code as an area. And guys, that's even if you never trained anybody as a regional trainer or as an area trainer. You want to become a trainer because there's a bonus, because you, not only because you get trained, okay, but it's because of the culture that it creates. You know, you hear Eric Worre talk about becoming professionals. The reason why so many people fell in this industry is because they weren't trained by a professional. You know, it's a hobby. It's something that they stick their foot in and take it out and they kind of dabble back and forth. Man, when you start treating this in a professional way and you get trained by professional and you start acting and talking and walking and speaking and training and teaching that way, it changes the game for you. And these numbers become reality. I'm only going to touch one more and then I'm going to turn it back to Travis and JC. You become a national influencer and that bonus of 150, look at what that does. I'm still saying the monthly residual is simple, $1. Yes, we know it turns into 2. We know it turns into more. I'm just saying simple math. Because, and then the training bonus. And then you look at the international. Now, what's going to blow your mind, I promise you guys, I'm not exaggerating. I met with the guy today. I showed him the numbers of what we did in another company. I showed him the numbers, and you're not going to like this because if you've never made that kind of money, you're not going to believe it. But so what? I'm going to tell you because it's just the God's honest truth. I talked to a guy today. We built another organization together. Had we done that exact same number, not even the same amount of people, okay? Had we done that inside of Against All Odds, we would have earned $206 million. That's stupid money. I don't know anybody that's earned, well, I do know one person that's earned that much in the industry, but I don't know anybody other than him that's ever earned that. And look, I'm not saying that you will, but could you earn 1/1000th of that? 1/1000th of that. So just so that you understand, that's like you have 4 separate businesses. Your international influencer business is paying you these numbers. Your national is paying you these numbers at the same time that your regional is paying you those and your area is paying you those. It's not accumulative. It's on top of each other. It's in addition to each other. So if you're not excited, you may want to check your pulse real quick or just slap yourself. Either one works okay. But look, here's what I'm going to recommend. Man, become a qualified influencer. So you want to sign up for the $397, and then at the same time you do that, you're going to want to become an area trainer, okay? There's a lot of companies, I could go into a lot of detail. There's a lot of companies that they do what's called front-end loading, where they encourage you to spend $1,000 on products. You end up doing it because you know there's a whole lot more money to be made. There's not any training that goes along with it, and then you end up with a garage full of product. You turn your auto ship off, and then you sit there and try to drink or eat it all because you're not going to go out there and promote it, right? You become disconnected from the company. Your auto ship's off. You're not in alignment with what's going on, and then you feel like you got took. Well, guys, that's not the way this works. You're not just going to get trained to be a qualified influencer in how to actually go do the basics and the fundamentals. You also get trained on how to train people. You get trained on how to be a good public speaker. You get trained on how to use mood, tone, and tense. You get trained on how to listen. You know, you get trained on how to move a room, how to professionally conduct a training. Even if you never want to be in front of the room, the rest of your life. Even if you never want to do the training yourself, we all say that knowledge is power. We all know that. Having this knowledge and being able to impart it to another individual, let them do all the training if you don't want to be in front of the room. The reason you want to be a trainer is because of all the additional bonuses that you get that go along with that. So with that, I want to thank you guys. Hey, I'll take any questions that you guys have. If you want to go back and look at a slide, let me know. Travis, Dan, hey, Dan, how you doing, man?
Doing fantastic.
Good deal. All right, well, I'm going to turn it back over to you guys, and I'm here for anything I can help with.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Marty. Incredible information. And Marty was huge in helping put all these numbers together and put all this together. And we were basically just saying, hey, we want to put something together that's just going to change people's lives. This entire company, Against All Odds, is about taking you from where you are right now to where you want to be. And we have that done. And again, don't worry about what's happened in the past. Don't think about all the other companies you've joined and all the dreams that you've had, because there's never been anything like this. I was talking to Marty just a little bit before the call, and he was saying, man, I was going through these numbers, and this is just incredible. And it is incredible. But again, there's a lot of people with big dreams. So we got to put something incredible to enable people to have the opportunity to get from where they are to where they want to be. And that's what this company is about. Again, we have an absolutely incredible product. I think it's probably the best single product in nutrition, period. If it's not the best, it's the best I know of. And so until somebody shows me something better, I'm just going to say it's the best. And again, so we have an awesome product. But this business really isn't about the product. I'm not saying it's about the money either. It's about the combination of health and controlling your time and doing something that you're passionate about and saying, hey, I'm tired of having somebody else rule my life. I'm tired of just existing. I want the opportunity to live the life that I think I deserve, that I think my family deserves, that I think my kids deserve, that I think everybody that I know, love, and care about deserves. And we're trying to do it in a way that makes it so that everybody who actually puts in the effort can do it. Because there's not going to be anything that it's like, I didn't know what to do. If somebody doesn't have success in your organization, if you don't have the success that you're looking for, it's going to be because you wasn't willing to do it for whatever reason. Maybe it isn't exactly what you wanted. Maybe you want to just stay comfortable. Maybe you're comfortable right now and you don't. Sometimes people are afraid of success. It might not be for everybody. But the thing that I think is so important here is if you're not successful, it's not going to be because you didn't know what to do. I doubt there's many people in the network marketing industry that has done more actual phone calls than I have. I built my pretty much entire business through marketing and over the phone. And I've asked, I don't even know how many people, a ton of people. If you didn't have the success that you're looking for in network marketing, do you think it's because you're just lazy and aren't willing to do anything? Or do you think it's because you didn't know exactly what to do? Marty, guess what you think people told me? It's because they didn't know exactly what to do. Nobody said it's because I'm lazy. I mean, some people said, well, I really haven't given it my best effort. But most of them don't give it their best effort because they're confused. Because they're not super confident in the direction to go. And if I don't have a ton of confidence, then I'm just going to kind of sit back and play small. But when we have all the training and everything we're putting together so that you can go out with confidence, that you know what you're going to teach people is going to work, then it changes the whole game. And again, thank you so much for your time, Marty. Thanks for getting this information out to everybody. This is recorded. Where are we going to post the recording?
With AAO influencers, Telegram group, and then we'll send it out via email.
Okay. So if somebody missed this that's in your organization, I think there's around 300 people on this call. So that means there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are in the company that aren't on this call right now. So if there's the people in your organization that didn't hear it, make sure and get that recording out to them so that they can get this information. And let's go out and change lives. And again, in just about 25 minutes, we have an opportunity call. So you have some time to reach out to everybody and let's pack the call here in 25 minutes. So thanks, everybody. Is there anything you guys want to say?
No, thank you. Super excited.
Thank you, Marty. Guys. Incredible. Thank you, Marty.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you, guys. Let's go. Freedom.